loved unconditionally. He leaves behind a legacy of love that we want to share with you today. We especially want to pass this on to Garrett, Trey, Anna, and Alyssa, the grandchildren who were just getting to know the man who loved them so much. So we decided to share some of our favorite memories of Grandpa and make a promise to keep those memories alive.
My name is Jacob, and I could say that I'm one of 15.
16.
But you know, that would not really be true. My Grandpa Floyd loved all children, so the number is not 16, it's a number that can never be counted. My Grandpa had lots of love for everyone, because you cannot measure love. I don't think I can come up with a number for those he loved. And my grandpa knew the recipe for making memories. I would like to share that recipe with you today. Countless trips to the park, endless hugs and smiles, zoos, museums, and catfish tanks, feeding the ducks and turtles, and an endless supply of bicycles.
What I cherish the most about Grandpa are his stories. No matter what was going on in your life, Grandpa could tell a story that somehow related. What we grandchildren enjoyed the most about his stories, though, is the way he told them. They were often preceded by a lot of laughter, and anyone who knew him knew it took quite a while to get through one. To this day, his unique style of storytelling continues to be a source of comfort and laughter that we will pass on to stories of our own.
What I remember most about Grandpa was his outlook on life. Having a faith like his allowed him to lead a cheerful life. He was always happy, smiling, and did his best to share that feeling with others, telling silly stories and random jokes all the time. The easygoing way he lived his life served as a reminder that sometimes we all need to slow down and just enjoy the ride. Howdy, I'm Kevin. Well, Grandpa taught me were countless life lessons that related to activities that me and him did together more than he did with these other ones. Well, except me and Jacob were fishing all the time. But while we was fishing, you know, we always learned the importance of patience, because we could fish for 3 days straight, you know, always have a hook in the water, not catch a thing, and still just enjoy the heck out of it. I also learned to expect the best. Anytime I was ever going to check a trout line or a jug line, Grandpa was always so certain there'd be a 500-pound cat on there. Every single time. And even though when we pulled the line up and there, you know, wouldn't even be a single catfish on there, he just looked at me and be like, should have checked it about 10 minutes ago. Also, we went hunting all the time, and I learned persistence. That's the only man I've ever seen hunt the same deer stand for 6 years and only take one deer. I guess he just finally got, you know, he woke up one morning while he was in deer stand and looked out and there's a deer out there, so he figured, you know, 6 years, about time, I guess.
3 weeks ago, we learned that the strongest, kindest man we'd ever known had a stroke and was in the hospital. So we did what we always do. We gathered together and we prayed. We loved one another and we told stories. We laughed about our grandpa and talked about who he was to us. No matter our age or gender, he was our grandpa, and he loved us and was proud of each and every single one of us. He taught us how to be a family and how to love one another. He taught us that although we were just cousins, that we were really brothers and sisters who will love and support each other no matter what. And that time, we also prayed for a miracle, that God would heal him and bring him back to us. And what we discovered was that he had already given us our miracle, and his name was Grandpa Floyd.
Thank you so much for sharing those wonderful, wonderful memories.
I was walking home from school